In this video, I'm going to show you how to DIY some wrapping paper, not just for the holidays, but for any occasion. But we will also look at how to create 3 simple Christmas card designs. So we're going to be doing all of that on Kraft Brown using white gouache. I just think they pair really well together. I love white on Kraft Brown. It really pops. And we're using gouache instead of something like watercolor because it tends to just disappear when it dries. So if you're thinking like, hey, I thought this was all about watercolor, I use white gouache instead of white watercolor in my paintings. And it's basically just like a more opaque watercolor. So they're sort of related, but I just find it stands out a lot better. So we're going to start with our wrap, and we are going to tape it down to the table because this has been rolled up and we don't want it to curl up while we are painting our design down and smudge it everywhere. We'll grab our gouache. I'm using Winsor & Newton Designer's gouache, and we're going to start with a super simple design that is not holiday specific. I'm going to combine kind of 3 in one. It's up to you if you want to do them all. But the first one is just some simple brush strokes. So I like to allow some texture to come through from the bristles. So to do that, you don't want to have too much of a watery mix. Given we're not using something like watercolor paper either, we don't want too much water or it could tear the paper or really crinkle it up. So don't be afraid to have more of a dry mix when you're doing this. You could definitely stop at this point, but I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to add a bit more water to the mix this time because I want to splatter some paint, and it won't really come off the brush if you don't have enough moisture on there. So you'll need to add a little bit more water and just make sure you don't have anything that you care too much about surrounding the paper that you might splash while you do this. But a super fun technique that you could do on its own for sure. I'm going to add a third one in here as well, just to make it a little bit more holiday themed, with just some very simple pine branches, twigs, whatever you want to call them, and some pine needles splashed all around, just filling in some of the white space there. Just keep in mind that when you wrap your gift, the edges tend to get wrapped under, and some of them will even be at the back of the parcel. So you want to focus most of your attention in the center of the paper, as that's what's going to be visible on the top once you wrap it. But again, that might depend on what you're wrapping. If it's a square box, then a lot more might be visible than if it's something flat, which is what I'm going to wrap. So have a think about that when you're painting your design down. Once you've got it down, we want to dry it off, whether by air or a heat gun like I'm using, because once we remove the tape, it'll curl up and we don't want to smudge our design. But we'll dry that baby off and then put it to the side and get started on our easy cards. So I love using Kraft Brown cards as well as Kraft Brown paper. I get all of these from an office supply store here in Australia. Can generally find them at, craft stores. They're pretty easily available and they are super affordable. And I just love being able to personalize things rather than buying boring, just generic Christmas cards from the shops that are just not funny or cute. So I love DIYing. So we're going to continue that theme on with our white gouache. And the first design that we're going to do is a Christmas tree. It's not really super Christmassy, to be fair. There's no star at the top, but you could add that. A bit of gold might be fun. But I'm just going to continue on with the white theme. And we are basically just doing a triangle shape and having some really rough brush strokes to imitate the foliage. And as we come down with each line that we paint in, we want to take it a little bit further out to the side each time. And that will just give us that triangular effect. I like to leave it rough and patchy so that it looks like there is some light shining through the branches. But if you feel like loosely sketching this in yourself is too scary, then don't be afraid to, sketch in a pencil outline of the tree before you do it, as well as maybe the center trunk to keep you nice and balanced. But onto the second design now. We're going to do some Christmas ornaments or baubles, whatever you call them. I'm going to do 3, and I'm going to have the first 2 touching. So I'm going to vary up the shape as well so it's not too boring. It just creates a bit of interest. And we do lose the cool watercolor effects because, well, first of all, we're not using watercolor, we're using gouache, which is thicker by nature, and it inhibits the flow of, if you added it to watercolor, it stops it from flowing like usual. But also we're not painting on watercolor paper either. So it doesn't really get that cool effect of when the color or water would rush into one circle from the other. But I'm going to try my best to imitate that by making the bigger bauble lighter. So I kind of didn't use as much gouache in that one, and I've used my brush to pick up some of the color in certain areas as well. And then I'm also dropping some water in with a full wet brush and dropping some color in just to try and vary it up and make it a bit more interesting instead of just 3 flat white circles. But you could definitely do that and then maybe draw some designs on with a pen. But I'm going to loosely sketch in the top of these baubles now, and then the string holding them to whatever they're hanging from. Just bear in mind that the tape will prevent the string from going all the way to the top. So you might want to remove the tape before you paint the string in. Then our final design is just going to be some super simple reindeer antlers. So I have got my phone out of screen just to give me an example. I'm using, I think it was just a reference photo of Pixabay or Unsplash, somewhere that is a royalty-free photo website. And you can do that as well. You might want to trace them in, but essentially they kind of start off in the center and then branch out and create this kind of curved C shape. And they're basically a mirror image of each other, but you don't need to make them exact. I haven't. I've kept them a little bit different here or there. I've tried to do the horns, the antlers, whatever the things coming out from the antlers are called in the similar spots, but they're not perfectly symmetrical. And I think that that just adds interest. You want to remove the tape. If you want to write some messages down or perhaps finish the strings on the baubles all the way to the top. This, unfortunately, is not a modern calligraphy or lettering tutorial. I've also just splattered some more gouache on top of my baubles to make them a bit more fun. But I'm also going to wrap something that could help you. Brush Lettering from A to Z is my book, shameless plug, but it fit perfectly with this size of wrapping paper. It's also a great resource if you want to learn lettering. So I'm going to wrap this up, check the front, make sure the design looks okay, and then I'm going to fold some of these edges under just to make it a bit neater. I don't like leaving the rough, very edges of the paper showing when I wrap things up, so I kind of fold them under so it's a bit cleaner. I'm just going to use some rose gold sparkly washi tape, which I think is just from Kmart. It's not the greatest, but it's kind of pretty. And then I'm also going to wrap this whole thing in twine anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's not the strongest tape, but you might want to take that into consideration if you don't choose to use string or twine. But I think it's such a fun combination with the craft brown. I love craft brown, white and twine. I think it's just classic. It suits any occasion, and you know, this wrapping paper isn't super holiday-ish, but it's lots of fun. You definitely swap out the colors, use red, green, maybe even something like black, white, and craft brown is another classic. So don't feel like you need to exactly use white gouache, but it is just a fun and easy way to DIY anything craft brown. So once I've wrapped that baby up, I'm going to get some string. I roughly pull out about 3 times the length of the parcel. And then I like to lay it across the top, flip the parcel over, and then cross it over itself. So flipping it over, crossing it over itself, and then flipping it back over and tying it up. And I do this off center because I think it's just a bit more fun. And I also want to write a little message down in that bigger blank area as well. But then just tie it up, and you could also use the twine to, of course, attach your gift tag. So I'm going to attach a gift tag. It's just a fun addition, and you could use that to be your pop of color. And it's up to you whether you choose to, you know, write the person's name on that gift tag. But another great option with using craft brown paper is that you can draw directly on it as well. So I often like to write little messages on there. You could write to so-and-so from so-and-so. I'm just going to keep it nice and simple with a Merry Christmas message. Another fun way to personalize your prezzies. And I just really love that combination of black, white, and craft. And using the black to add the message just really makes that pop off the present. But there you go. That is a very quick tutorial on an easy way to DIY some wrapping paper for any time of the year, as well as 3 simple gouache designs to use on craft brown cards. So all of these supplies should be pretty easily available at your local art and craft or stationery store. And I can't wait to hear how you've gone with them. I hope you are DIYing all of your gifts this year, whether it's cards, whether it's wrap, whether it is gift tags. It's such a fun time to flex that crafty muscle. So I hope you'll give these a go and have fun. I will see you in the next one. Bye.